welcome to Who Am I with Pollyanna. I wanted to shoot this video because I want you to understand the reasoning behind the creation of Who Am I with Pollyanna. It started off with my mom actually, and going into nursing homes, handing out my Jesus Loves You Valentines to these elderly residents in nursing homes, having their stories not captured and having generations of wisdom and insight being lost in these nursing homes. And so when my dear friend Travis, who's producing this, came to me and said, I'd really like to do a podcast with you, I was like, no way. Don't want to be in front of a camera and interviewing people and kind of doing the norm. So I got to thinking about all these stories that are being lost in nursing homes, and I was like, wait, everybody has a story. Everyone has a voice that needs to be heard. And in thinking about how this podcast was going to come together, I decided that it was going to portray who people are and the stories that have gotten them to the viewpoints that they have, and not really have politics involved in it. It's really the testimony of how they've come to the decisions and the stand that they have on different issues in our society. And to be able to capture those stories, I think, is valuable information for everyone, because it brings understanding of where another person is coming from, and it helps us come together as a community to embrace the differences we have and that diversity. And without knowing someone's story, judgment is cast easily. And by having these stories captured in Who Am I with Pollyanna, it allows people to have more of an understanding of the person who's sitting next to us, or the person who's running for office, or the person we have titled as celebrity, or important, or not important. Those stories are so valuable because it doesn't matter the title that we have, it really matters about who we are as a person and the heart behind the viewpoint. And so that's why we've created Who Am I with Pollyanna, is to really capture those raw stories of a person's life that has brought them to the wisdom that they have to share with others. And you'll see different people that you have never seen before, who haven't even set foot in front of a camera to tell their story before. You'll have people that are very comfortable in front of a camera because that's their job. You'll have people who are normally behind a microphone and not seen. So we have a very broad dynamic of people with stories that will be on this podcast, and I think you'll find it very interesting and relatable in your day-to-day life through these stories. And the biggest thing that brings everyone together is how they deal with trauma and tragedy in their life and hopelessness. And I hope that these stories give you hope and point you in a direction that can bring you to a place of peace and understanding, whether it's within or with people within your community and around you. And finally, you'll also notice that our backgrounds are different. And that's because we want to be real and transparent about who we're interviewing and what really connects with them and their story. So for me, I love nature, I love water, I love the beauty that God has created for us to enjoy. And so I picked near the river. Maybe a little loud, but it's a peace and a calming of the water and the creation that God has given us as a gift. And so welcome to Life with Pollyanna, which is my LLC, and this podcast will be posted on that website for you to enjoy and be inspired and encouraged. We hope you join us as we release these stories and the gift that they are. As time goes on, we hope to include some of your stories that kind of bring along a unique perspective to life and viewpoints.